say you're at a Dorito party. Someone asks you, what do you know about octopus? Well, if you even like octopus. Would you know, octopuses, animals have dreams too, and when octopus have dreams, they try to change color to match with the environment. And we know octopus are all about that because they've been seen punching fish out of spite. Although octopus may do that because the fish stole from them, but other than that, Squidward ain't too bad. So it changes colors. And also, octopuses have no bones, so one can slide under your door without being hurt. There's something to note about horses, not that they're cannibals. In fact, horses are herbivorous, and I don't know why they're eating this chick. The mother rooster is like, get away from my chick, and the horse is like eating it. Maybe he thinks it's grass. Also, you see, horses they don't sleep sitting down like we do. They sleep sitting up. It's because they're too scared to lay down because a predator could spot them laying down and they're vulnerable and they can't get up in time. So honestly, one horse would doze off with the other one looking, basically being on the lookout. It's like you sleeping and your friend being on the lookout just to see if there's maybe a bear or something. So horses will look out as a security guard just to make sure if there are any predators nearby. Also, horses ain't too bad, so spirit ain't so bad either. So horses basically sleep standing up because they're afraid of predators, and basically they don't want a predator to catch them laying down because anybody laying down is particularly vulnerable to an attack. So one looks out as a lookout guard, but the others doze off. So basically, one horse looks out kind of like a security guard just to make sure. And there's one thing you need to know about monkeys. You see, when a predator like a lion or a leopard is like out stalking predators, yeah, they'll make this alarm call and a screeching sound, and sometimes they'll even get on the ground. And then deer, dumb deer, that makes the deer think they're safe, and that's how they end up on Mufasa's meal prep. Or literally, like, Mufasa will eat the deer. Or it could be any impala or deer, because literally deer have the most predators of any hoofed or ungulate. Like, I don't even know our deers are ungulates. I mean, they do have hooves, but they're not related to horses or donkeys. So they're not odd-toed ungulates. Pride moments for animals. Number one is giraffes, because they will do the same sex thing with two male giraffes basically having porn with each other. And they do it more than they have female to male sex. So that basically means giraffes are gay. So they participate into gay, and sometimes we slap each other's neck, or it can be a younger giraffe getting harassed by another giraffe. Also, another thing is lions. You see, lions will mate with other male lions because basically it like helps them. Well, that really helps them because females are protective of their young and they will cannibalize the male. So yeah, male tigers participate in gay flirting as well, and some female lions also do it. They hook up with other females. Same with koala. This is what it looks like to see a koala mating. Yeah, I would be screaming too. This is what a koala sounds like. That sounds more like a bear. So basically, animals participate in homosexual behavior, which is like crazy because some of us humans do the same thing. Although personally, I don't know if I would. I mean, maybe they support the LGBT plus community too, which in this case, I don't know. Would it be great? I don't know. Have y'all heard the story of Carmen Winston? So basically, there was a girl named Carmen Winston who had trouble making friends in Indiana. Her father had just recently made a new job and they had to move all the way. She had a hard time making friends since no one wanted to be her friend. So basically, a group of girls pretended to befriend Carmen, only for Carmen to find out that they were talking behind her back and saying stuff like she wipes snot on people and she lives in the sewer system, only for Carmen to get her revenge. There was a sewage opening and they thought it would be funny to push Carmen and basically get in front of her face until she backed up and fell, and that's exactly what happened. She several injuries, especially when her face hit the ladder, and the girls denied the whole thing. Only for Carmen to get revenge. The first girl was found. Her face was torn off, and she was laying in the same position as Carmen. And I don't know, but doesn't this remind you of like the Ring, like Samara Morgan? I don't know, but that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of have anyone seen the horror movie Rings? Like, if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It reminds me of Carmen Winstead. So basically, Carmen got revenge on all the girls, and they were found deceased in the well. And then Carmen had gotten her revenge on the girls after they pushed her, and they got weird MySpace messages saying that Carmen's passing wasn't even a suicide or accident, and someone had murdered her by pushing her. And the girls denied this, but some weren't sure. So all the girls were eventually found deceased in a well. Do all creepypastas have to do something with a well? It's like The Ring, Pennywise, and Carmen Winston. So basically the girls sneaked up on her and basically started crowding around the poor girl until she fell into the sewage opening, and then she hit her head and died. And she was basically thrown into the sewage opening. And this reminds me of Samara Morgan, like, so much. Like, they even look alike. She was 17 years old when she died. And the moral of this story is to be sure who you bully, because that person could get revenge on you, and it could be in the worst way possible. So basically, Carmen Winston got her revenge on the girls because they pushed her in the well. And the urban legend says that if you don't believe her story, you'll wake up in the sewer, paralyzed, unable to move. Then Carmen will come to kill you, to finish you off. She'll snap your neck and then rip your face off in the process. And I googled this just to make sure it wasn't true, and it turns out it's not true. Back then there was things called chain letters, and if you didn't send them to 15 people or more people, you would end up in the sewer with Carmen Winstead. This is basically a reminder that bullying isn't good, that you don't want to bully the wrong person because they could get revenge on. That is what Carmen did. She got her revenge. I don't know why I put that in there, because I recently just made a video about Carmen Winstead, and let's just say I didn't try at all. So basically, Carmen got her revenge on the girls. So just know that if you fall into the well, if you ever fall into an open manhole, she might be there waiting for you. She's essentially this sewer ghost creature, and she looks exactly like Samara. Like, they both have their face in their hair. So remember, this is a cautionary tale about the examples of bullying, because a person could get revenge on you, and not in the best ways. I'm talking about in the worst way. And the fact that she tore off the girls' faces, also, they didn't just push her in the sewer. She found dog crap in her coat, and then they spilled yogurt in her. They also read a bunch of nasty words with a black Sharpie on her notebook. So she had a reason to get revenge. I mean, I would want revenge too. Ring is actually based on a Japanese horror story called Sadako. And Samara kind of reminds me of Carmen Winstead. So just as a disclaimer, this story isn't real. Just in case you're like, oh, she's coming. She might not even be real. It might serve as a cautionary tale. about the examples of bullying. So don't ever do that, or Carmen will come out of the sewer and haunt you. You get revenge on anyone who doesn't believe her story, which is kind of harsh, but if someone put dog crap into your coat and spilled yogurt and wrote bad words all over your notebook, of course you would want to get revenge on them. So just remember who you bully, they might get revenge. And that's basically that weird story about Carmen Winstead. Honestly, that story creeped me the freak out. I know that I read stories off like that all the time, but chain letter, if you don't send this to 15 people, like what? That's run-of-the-mill creepypastas. Like and subscribe, or you'll be thrown in the sewer by Carmen Winstead. Carmen Winstead says like and subscribe. If you don't, this is her talking.
My name is Carmen Winstead. I'm 17 years old. I am very similar to you. Did I mention to you that I'm dead? A few years ago, a group of girls pushed me down a sewer hole to try and embarrass me. When I didn't come back up, the police came. The girls said that I had fell and everyone believed them. The police found my body in the sewer. I had a broken neck and my face was torn off. Message to 15 people after you listen the whole message if you value your life. A boy called David received this message. He just laughed and deleted it when he heard laughing. My laughter. He got really scared, rushed to his phone to repost this message, but he was too late. The next morning his mom entered his bedroom and all she found was a message written in his blood saying, "You will never have him back. No one has found his body yet because he is with me." A girl called Charlotte received this message and she immediately sent it to 25 people. 10 more than required. I still watch over every...
I don't know you, but I never liked sewers anyway. Something because of Stephen King. So like I said, I never liked sewers or manholes or even sewage openings. There's something lurking behind there. There could be crocodiles. Pennywise can be living in there. A lot of stuff lurks in the bottom of sewers and manholes. And that is dark as crap. Just imagine falling in one of these things and you hit your head and die. I don't know about you, but as a kid, I never, ever liked sewers or sewages. There's something about them. There could be muck and poop in there. And my battery is about to run low. Wait, I see a figure in there. Yeah, so just remember, Carmen will get revenge. You guys, Carmen Winston is coming out of the well. She's coming out of the well. She's coming for me. Help! You guys, she's gonna kill me. No! No! Samara! Carmen Winston! No! Oh, No! Tamara! Like and subscribe or I will come and kill you.